Welcome in on this Monday of Mondays. Hope y'all have had a great weekend and hope the week hasn't started too terribly for you. Some cool stuff. Apparently Tana Grail got a pretty decent update today. Mostly just fixes and QOL stuff, but apparently there's a DLC coming out on the 15th, which is pretty cool. I'm actually kind of excited. But it seems like they fixed quite a few things and spruced things up a bit in this current patch, which is nice. I don't know how much of it will actually affect us. A lot of it was aimed towards like PlayStation and Steam Deck stuff, but there was some stuff that seemed like just general overall things. Seems like we haven't gotten away from freaking audio being just jorky all the time. Sound settings. Test this one. Let's see if this one's... Yeah, that sounds clean. Alright. Let's see. Oh yeah, they added some font stuff. I like the atmospheric. Ooh. So yeah. Tomorrow I'll be out. It's our company's Christmas party for the technicians and field people. And that runs from 3 to 6 my time, and by the time I get home, probably be closer to 7. So if I were to show up tomorrow, it'd be pretty late. Or yeah, tomorrow. Oh, we did that. So we may just skip tomorrow overall. And then I don't have 6 available. Have you ever encountered a construct before?
Never. Until now. Seeing it through your eyes. A truly fascinating phenomenon. It only proves how little we understood about the Four Dwellers. Sadly, our encounters with them were limited to the battlefield. We knew they created helpers for themselves, but their use appeared strictly military. We saw creatures that dragged the bodies of fallen Four Dwellers off the battlefield, like great hands retrieving their dead, or living beacons that revealed the location of our camps. But this construct seems even older. It must have been created before we ever arrived, back when they could explore their lands in peace. Lands we had to wrest from them, just to survive.
Did you ever suspect that anyone came to Avalon before the Four Dwellers?
We had no time for such speculation. As you know, survival in this hostile land was all that mattered to us. But now, with the construct's claim that they might have been the fathers of the Four Dwellers, it does give one pause. Who knows? Perhaps humans, too, might one day learn to coexist with the weirdness. But first, we must give them the time, so they may have a chance to find out.
Oh, yeah, they let us access the stash now from, here. Let's see. Okay, so they did change these a bit. Supposedly... Supposedly there's some new gear for completing quests. I swore we finished some of those quests. Where? I don't remember where. What's his face was. In the city. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember if I finished my train of thought. Yeah, tomorrow probably won't stream, because of work. Christmas party. And then Thursday, I have the intention of watching.
Oh, hello there.
I have the intention of watching the TGA. So hopefully y'all will join me for that. But if not, I understand.
Ah, a welcome interruption.
I found the grotto. I also found an artifact that may interest you.
Oh, by the piggish wounds. That looks like a four-dweller's skull. I'm not sure. I can't put my finger on it. It looks similar, but far more primitive. Quickly, let's hide it. Who knows how people may react to seeing something like this in the middle of town? Let's not cause trouble for Varel. Tell me, what was it like? What did you see?
I met a construct. That's what it called itself. Some kind of four-dweller tool, I think, for science.
That's remarkable. And it still worked after all these years. I've heard of constructs before. I always thought they were just stories told about the four-dwellers, the kind meant to scare kids into behaving. But they were said to activate only in the presence of a four-dweller. So why did it respond to you?
I wish I knew,
Sure,
honestly.
keep your secrets. I know there's something inside you. I just figured it'd be bad manners to ask directly. Whatever it is, it helped us make the discovery of the century, and I'm grateful for that. So tell me, what else did this construct say?
There's a theory that the first men were actually the ancestors of the four-dwellers.
That's it! By the gods, that's proof! Do you know what you've just discovered? Proof that the four-dwellers weren't born by the weirdness itself. They just evolved over the centuries, learning to tame the weirdness and claim its power. And if they evolved, maybe there's hope for us too. If we're strong enough to survive, maybe we can change. Live freely, without fear of the weirdness. Sorry, my mind was wandering again. What were you saying?
There were cave paintings.
Cave paintings? With their story? Incredible! Astounding! I'll have to go there myself someday. But now, I can only imagine what they might have looked like. Thank you. Here, take this for your reward and for your efforts for uncovering the artifact. I hope only the most remarkable adventures and discoveries find their way to you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll return to my thoughts.
You know, I'm kind of regretting not taking out my sketch pad because apparently... Not apparently. I'm pretty sure, because I don't have any actual proof, that if I had sketched that for that guy... Holy shit, that's a lot of damage.
Keep it civil, please.
Okay, so if I have it... Okay. There you are.
You're back.
Stop. Open up shop. So Evie, is everything good? You didn't stream the past couple? Physically, yes. Physically, I am fine. I did manage to roll my ankle while on a walk yesterday morning, so that was nice. That leaves some implications. Yeah. Just had some conversations that kind of left a sour taste in my mouth. Welcome in, Lily. Oh, you got 7th. Hell yeah. You're leading the pack so far. Let's see. Daro hits it with the 20th. Now let's see. Revi hits the 28th. Welcome in, Revi. Good to see you. And if I didn't say hello, Dara, welcome in. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to stream today, honestly. Damn, looks like Lily's on top today. It was 7th, right? Sure. 7th, yeah. Well, I guess I'll repeat it since you all are here now. Tomorrow will be no stream. We have the company Christmas party tomorrow. And it starts at 3 p.m. my time and goes until about 6 or 7 p.m. my time. And so there's a good chance that I might not even be home until like 7 o'clock. So even if I did stream, it would be like heckin' short. And then Thursday...
Didn't think I'd miss you this much.
Thursday, I would like to, or I'm going to, stream the Game Awards, so hope you'll join us for that. And we may play some games after that, because that's only a couple hours long. But we'll see. Wednesday? Yeah, I'll stream Wednesday, for sure. What I'll stream, I don't know, but we'll surely play something. Not like I don't have a bajillion games to play. Yeah, the Game Awards. Did you not go vote, Revi? Go vote now. Actually, it's probably too late. Voting's maybe closed. Yeah. Yes? Ooh, so close, Valky. So close. Welcome in, Valky. Like you played any of the nominees. You watched me play Clear Obscure, didn't you? That's good enough. the hell is that emote? I'm so confused by that emote. Ow. It just looks like hair in an eyeball. And a bow tie. It's a wave, skinny arm. I don't see it, Valky. Like the Angie. Angie I can make out. But the wave, that... Are you sure? Have a normal arm then? I do have a normal arm. At least put on some pants. Sheesh. Okay, see, that makes more sense. Then again, I am blind. So. Bingy? That's nice. Love it. How am I doing? Eh. I'm existing. How are the kitty cats? Alright, I'm gonna try one more time to talk to this piece of shit. If 17 fucking strength ain't enough to get him to talk, I don't know what will.
Help a soul out on your journey.
I don't know why I just didn't save it.
We are the sanctified martyrs. Through blood we
Anyway,
strive for purity.
back on the Game Awards.
Through purity we serve the people.
You're not sure. Beffy has an infection, they said, so was on antibiotics and Romacam again for the inflammation, but it hasn't stopped being big and seeping. Kind of like a lumpy carpet burn. That's something. It's gonna be tough, because it's gotta be cleaned. But I imagine it's really difficult to clean it.
Through service and duty.
So hopefully, I don't know. I don't know what they told you to do. I can't imagine trying to clean that thing would be even, like, possible. I know how cats are. Plus, they're already like in pain and stuff. So, E when he V. What's up, Neil? Whale come in. Yeah, the Game Awards, man. It's yeah, the Game Awards awards themselves are fine or whatever, but it's mostly to see what the fuck is coming next year or the year after. It's mostly what it's for. Plus all there's like some, I don't drink, but there's some drinking games or bingo. Funny shit. I don't know. It's a good time. If you don't want to watch, I understand.
It is
not your
not
thing.
the act. Yes? What reason do you have to interrupt my prayer?
Shut the fuck up. There's previews? Yeah, buddy. Why do you think my wish list is full of like 500 games? Is because I watch the Game Awards every year. Mr. Sirius, she got given some cleaning fluid for her wound, but it looks like she also has the skin issue in the same place as of yesterday, but the lump underneath is so much bigger, you don't know whether they missed some cancer or it's a super inflamed lymph node. So she's at the vet's in like 9 hours. Well, that sucks, man. I'm sorry you're having such a fucking rough go of it. Hopefully they get their shit sorted and get her taken care of. There's drinking games? Yeah. Dumb stuff like anytime somebody drops an F-bomb, technical difficulties, somebody mentioning somebody famous, somebody's speech going too long, all kinds of stuff. You're so tired? I can only imagine, dude. Just play the drinking game where you have to drink anytime there's a drink around. That's funny. Hey, Neil got under 30th. Let's fucking go. It's about time Neil's in the 20s.
I know which sinner you speak of. I also know he intended to read those books, because I know, as I know.
You say you know all too well, huh?
Of course, about what?
You probably shouldn't mod under the influence. I'm pretty sure there's nothing you can do that I can't undo, Remy. I wouldn't worry about it. Alright. Is 7th strength enough to get this pervert to hand over the books?
I don't like your tone, stranger. However, I won't respond to that with a similar kind of aggression.
17 was enough, finally!
Yes, I stole those books that are thick with words yet imparting no virtue, filled with vulgar, scandalous illustrations.
So you take longer to get people's money back. You were hoping to do it before Christmas, but you don't know if Siri's still recovering from aftercare because she hasn't gotten full all clear yet or not. Valky, we didn't give you that money to get it paid back, my guy. There's no expectation of that. You shut up. It's happening? I'm gonna start fucking anonymously gifting shit to you. Gotta stick to the mod honor code. Can't you remove the link? Bitch, I can still gift you through Twitch. Motherfucker. And it's not so anonymous now that you know it's me. I could be bluffing, but I could also not be the only one. So good luck figuring out who it is. Oh, that's a cute emote. You'll just give the full amount back to both. Then I'll be mega broke. Stupid. Hate you sometimes, Valky.
What did I plan?
And I mean
The
that with
burning,
love.
of course. That is what Miss Liliana deserves. That is the fate that befalls a rakish infidel.
Fuck your eyes. I imagine that's pretty painful, bud. I don't recommend it. 0 out of 10. Miss Liliana?
Yes. You heard correctly. Do you think I don't know what's in those books? I won't deny it. I took a peek
People as a
inside.
whole? That's...
I needed to understand the sheer scale of depravity we are dealing with.
There's a hole, there's a goal? Jesus Christ. Brings a whole new meaning to needle dick, I guess. Don't look too hard, Valky. He might try to stick something in there. Oh, that's a cute one, too. I actually like that one better. With the magnifying glass. I might go sub to pause just for some fucking banging ass emotes. Not like I don't have enough already, but you know. Never enough good emotes. Theft is theft. I don't care about your motives.
I must refuse you. We will not return these books. They are now part of the Red Church's property. And
Bitch.
through me, the Church will decide their fate. They end in fire, where they belong. It is decided.
Do you think LASIK doctors poke the pupil while giggling when they peel back the lens? That thought just makes me uncomfortable. I'm not squeamish. I don't have very many things that make me like uncomfortable, but eye doctors in general, like certain eye things just make me no. Like I can even touch my own eyeballs, that's not a big deal, but like the pressure test and shit like that, that just I don't like it. I hate it. Bright lights, fucking terrible.
Sin is a natural part of the soul, yet equally natural should be penance, to free oneself from that sin. Chasteness does not come easily, but that is why it is a virtue, granting oneself relief through such primitive and vulgar acts, engaging with something as vile as these books. Have you read A Sermon on the Paths of Discipline by Brother Flamen? He makes a proper statement about those types of deviations. Hands that stray toward idle pleasures build no temple.
That's the one reason you don't want to get it. Yeah. I've thought about LASIK, and I don't know that I could do it. Like I have a hard enough time keeping my eye open. I know they like surgically keep your eyeball open for that, but like I would struggle so hard. Might end up without eyes.
Ah, you wish to have at least the bare minimum for discussion. Excellent. Look around our quarters. You should find that text, along with its perfect complement, a sermon on purity and temperance.
No,
We are
not
the
the one reason,
sanctified
just one of them.
martyrs.
Yeah.
Through blood we strive for purity. Through purity.
You won't be able to blink or look around, I'm sure, but still. The amount of eye-watering? Someone would have to sit there with a fucking vacuum. Brothers and sisters, heed this wisdom. Revi, are you okay? You rarely slip into your native tongue, bud. Are you good? It's fucked up. You didn't have an eye. Fuck you, Revi. God damn it. God damn it. Yeah, that was fucking good. The fucked up thing, though, is it does make it sound like he's speaking in his native tongue. It's funny, the surgery takes like 10 minutes, but it literally gets lasered for seconds. I assume you know, like maybe you've done some research. I don't know. I didn't get that far. I did some electrical work at 2 different LASIK facilities. That's about as close as I got. Brothers and sisters, heed this wisdom. The body is a vessel of the prophet's will, and its purpose is not to squander but to glorify. You don't have a reason to get it since you would still likely need glasses after. Yeah. I don't know that I'm that far gone, but like if I were to get it, I would probably wait until I'm closer to the grave. That way I don't have to get it more than once. But I have an astigmatism in both eyes, so I don't think I qualify anyway unless they've figured out how to get around that. Boy, we garn out a pomi lingo ite matey, fanga dart. Just feels weird to say. Hansen straight toward idle pleasures. Build no temple, for what is taken in secrecy profits not the soul. Let not thy flesh govern thy spirit, for the fleeting flames of indulgence consume the heart's purity and leave behind only ash. Actually, really close. Yeah, I don't know. I just maybe with practice I could get it. You don't have a reason to get it because you look worse without glasses at this point. To yourself, maybe. Fun fact. I mean, it probably wasn't like the only reason, but I had a lady that I was trying to pursue tell me that that she would pay for my LASIK because she didn't like how I looked with glasses on. Yeah. She also tried to buy me fancy like colognes and shit because I don't like smell naturally. Even with just deodorant on, I don't really have a smell. And that was another pet peeve of hers. Glasses gang rise up, hell yeah. That's such a good emote. I'm so happy with how that turned out. But yeah. C'est la vie. Treat your body like a sacred place, not a disgusting brothel, as the pursuit for bodily pleasures is like blindness. And a blind man cannot fulfill his service either to his kin or to Kai, which makes him barren and forever lost. Wait, she didn't like that you didn't have BO? Well, it's not that I don't have BO. It's that while I was working in the field as an electrician, I would sweat, and so I bathed very regularly. And then I wore subtle deodorants. Like, I don't go for the Axe body spray or any of that shit. Yeah, that one. And, like, I use, what is it called? Fragrance-free, oh, what the hell is it? Salic acid, body wash. Because I get, like, what do you call them? They're not quite pimples, but they're kind of like pimples on my underarm. And so that helps, like, keep that and the pimples on my back down. And so, like, I don't really smell like anything identifiable as anything that's just called washing. Yeah, well. She was probably used to people who fucking drown themselves in cologne or Axe body spray. And so when I didn't smell like really anything, I guess it was a problem. But to be fair, apparently smell is like really important. In like making bonds, I guess. I don't know. At least that's what I read somewhere on the internet. Who knows if it's true or not. Yet the prophet's judgment is not swift, but discerning, full of care and justice at the same time. It is not the act alone that is weighed, but the intent and the fruit thereof. A hand that lingers on selfish desire serves no purpose higher than itself, but a hand that labors for love and creation walks the righteous path. Know this, the seed is sacred, meant not for waste, but for cultivation of life and the service of greater purpose. Thus walk not in shame, but in understanding, for the prophet judges the purpose, not the motion, and not the vessel's nature, but its fruits.
We are the sanctified.
There's few people at your work that have strong conditioners and stuff, so when you smell those, you immediately think of them. Yeah.
Through purity, we serve the people.
Hearken, ye children of the earth, to the wisdom that is not of man but the prophet. For the hands of the righteous must not toil in vanity, nor should their works be consumed by the fires of fleeting desire. Yet it is not the act of the hand that condemns, but the heart that guides it astray. Beware, then, of selfish indulgence that builds no kingdom, brings no fruit, nor serves the good of others. As the river flows not backward, so should man's spirit strive forward, seeking what is pure and true. Remember, therefore, that the gift of life is for sharing and not consuming alone. Smell can make very strong memories, but you've never heard the lack of smell being bad. It's just one less thing to make an impact memory. And that's probably what it was, right? She couldn't, like, smell me on her or anything. Sorry to just pop in. Hello, I'm assuming that's Dark King. Welcome in. Sorry just to pop in. What kind of relation is it if one can't love you as you are? It's so toxic to try to change another person to the ideal partner in your head and have expectations. Yeah, I mean, it's okay to have preferences, right? And I don't know. There were other things that made that relationship not progress further. Like getting us fucking kicked out of a Metallica concert for throwing olives at the fucking bartender. But yes, I do agree that accepting someone for who they are is more important than trying to mold them into what your fantasies are. Yeah, the bartender cut her off because she was fucking plastered. So, short story long. We went to. I had bought tickets to go see Metallica when they came to town. This was 2016 ish. But the girl that I was dating at the time when I bought them, we ended up not being together anymore. And so I knew this girl through work like connections. And so I started chatting her up. And she liked rock music, like the older like 80s like Motley Crue and Guns N' Roses and shit like that. But I was like, "Hey, I've got Metallica tickets." And so she said yes. I was like, "Cool." So I picked her up and we get to the venue. And I want to say it was Volbeat opening. And I'm not a fan of Volbeat, so we kind of just walked around and looked at the venue because I'd never been in that venue before. And it was the big stadium here. And then Avenged Sevenfold came on, and I was like, okay, I really like Avenged Sevenfold. I've seen them live before, but, you know, every set is different. They do all kinds of different crap. And so I was like, I'm going to sit here and watch this. And so she sat for like a song or two, and she's like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And I was like, okay, no big deal. They were like 3/4 of the way done through their set. And I was like, okay, where's she at? Like, it doesn't take fucking 45 minutes to go to the bathroom. This place is huge. There's like hundreds of bathrooms. And so I get up. Yeah, Avenged Sevenfold. And so I get up and I go and I walk out, and on the landing there's like little pop-up bars, you know, every so many feet or whatever. And she's sitting there fucking throwing a fit because the bartender wasn't like she got cut off because she was already sloshed. And I walk up and she like I tried to like, you know, talk her away and say, come on, come sit down, we'll get her some water, whatever. And then she's like, no, blah 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 blah, and she grabs the handful of olives and chucks them at the fucking bartender. And security is like, okay, you gotta go. And me being the gentleman I am, since I was her ride and Uber wasn't really that big of a thing yet, I still don't really trust it, but I definitely didn't trust it back then, especially not for a drunk girl. So I walked her out of the venue and took her home. And as we were walking down the side street to get back to my car, I could hear Ecstasy of Gold playing in the background because it was, you know, an amphitheater. It's huge. You could hear the music for miles. Yep. Needless to say, that relationship didn't last much longer than that. No, see, I wouldn't want her trying to steal the car. And also, I wouldn't want her to throw up in the car. Plus, she had 2 kids back at the house, so like, Plus, that neighborhood isn't all that great. No, I wasn't gonna just leave her there. Because Metallica plays for 2 hours when they play. So yeah, fun times. Evie sure knows how to pick them. Oh yeah, no, and I had no idea that she couldn't handle her liquor, let alone that she was gonna go and get blasted. The problem is, though, I think 2 of the older gentlemen that were there were like egging her on and buying her drinks, and I think that's part of it. you're a gentleman and that's how it should go. But in any case, you understand the bartender. Oh yeah, no, I'm totally took the bartender's side on that one. Like, she was very clearly fucking blasted. She probably should have been cut off a couple sooner, but you know, shit happens. Just because you're drunk doesn't mean you can act shitty, you know? So, you know, this is super advanced stuff, but there's this really neat word called no. Yeah, people have a hard time saying no to free stuff. Especially once they're already in it. If you're already sloshed and, like, having a good time, it gets much harder to say no. Sucks to suck. Oh, yeah, 100%. No denying it. She also got pissy with me because I slept on the couch instead of in the bed with her. I was like, bro, you're drunker than a skunk. What the fuck? I've got standards, ma'am. You see it all the time at the nightclub you work. It's easier to say than do. Yeah, for some people. Obviously, me, I'm pretty good at saying no. But I've always been able to say no when it comes to drinking and stuff. Like, I know my limits. But some people just don't. As the river flows not backward, so should man's spirit strive forward, seeking what is pure and true. Remember, therefore, that the gift of life is for sharing and not for consuming alone. We're not eating babies, sir. What the fuck? You know, it's possible, but honestly, the majority is that they can't say no, and it's a shame. Yeah. Peer pressure's a bitch, too. You've always been good at saying no, but you're aware some people can't. You're also aware you don't have much sympathy for them when they can't. Yeah. I guess I'm a little bit more empathetic in that. But it is what it is. We're all different. We all handle situations differently. When they can't and it impacts you, yeah. Well, like I said, that was probably the biggest reason that relationship never went anywhere. Because it shows that she's not trustworthy. Not like that she was going to cheat or anything, because we weren't technically an item or whatever, but that she has no self-control. And that's a big red flag for me. Which is funny, because I'm colorblind and I can barely see the color. I mean, what? But it is crucial to find holiness where it truly resides, and at the same time discern where excessive zeal is unnecessary. Do not waste your time searching for trivial problems. Your time can be put to much better use. For Kai calls not for the denial of the body's workings, but for the elevation of the spirit through understanding and grace. Gray flag for the win. It's not about empathy, but real manners that you have, because, like you said, we're the...
We serve the people. Through service and duty we ascend.
So, of course, it feels like responsibility and act as a gentleman is awesome. Thanks.
It is not the act alone.
It's not like I do it for praise either. It's just how I was raised.
The fruits thereof. A hand that lingers.
Real manners don't assault people when drunk. Yeah, that's also true. What a wild time, dude. But now, on the bright side, I paid several $100s to have this really funny story about how I got kicked out of Metallica.
We are the sanctified martyrs. Through blood we strive for purity. we strive for.
Are these not all the same fucking book? I feel like, yeah, okay, so these are all
We
the
are
same
the
book. Okay.
sanctified martyrs. Through
Guess I
blood,
can take this one.
we are the sanctified martyrs. Through blood we strive for purity.
I think he was referring to something that I said.
We are the sanctified martyrs. Through blood we strive for purity.
Oh, I should have saved it.
You have returned. My decision remains unchanged. All of Liliana's books will burn as soon as I finish my prayer.
I've read
So,
some of the
what
sermons.
does someone like you glean from them? I am most curious, especially since it's written that a hand that lingers on selfish desire serves no purpose higher than itself. Know this, the seed is sacred, meant not for waste, but for the cultivation of life and the service of greater purpose.
What if such a form of satisfaction allows people to meet their needs in a healthy way? Does that not serve a
Of
purpose?
course it serves a purpose, a vain and impure one. Such self-gratification weakens the spirit and body. It compels the heart to submit to every fleeting whim. Meanwhile, to be men means resisting those whims, holding back the hand from striking, restraining the hand from depravity. How can a man be ready to protect his loved ones if he's so willing to blind himself through sin? Just to remind you, a blind man cannot fulfill his service either to his kin or Kay, which makes him barren and forever lost.
Isn't it that the prophet judges not the vessel's nature but its fruits? The Camelotian you are scared of is a soldier. He serves.
He serves, indeed. It is, of course, a different kind of service than mine, but if you put it that way, it is true that this man, for reasons known to him, started his duty and continues it. I must admit that I hold deep respect for those dedicated to their service. Maybe the soul of that one is not as corrupted as I thought, even if he is so eager to look into those tomes.
Speaking on these matters, you seem to... That dude is a devil spawn, dared to steal all the culture books of Liliana. Yeah, he's the true sinner. Yeah, for sure. We all know he was spanking his meat to the fucking books. Your language is full of accusations, and what about thus walk not in shame, but in understanding?
I fear that sometimes this tone is necessary in priestly service. We know human nature all too well, do we not? Avoiding an admission of guilt does not mean avoiding punishment. Someone may treat my teachings with disdain, but ultimately, they will still stand before Kay and her word. Your words, however, are wise, and they lead towards reflection.
Welcome back from the asteroids. Those of you that had to put up with those, we appreciate you supporting the channel without having to dig into your wallets. It just takes a few minutes of your time. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You have played this game. You have strong opinions on different NPCs. Yeah, I've got a few opinions of my own. This is still our first playthrough. We're playing on the hardest difficulty, and we just got to the Forlorn Swords. You quoted that seed is sacred. Perhaps we should treat those subjects as a natural part of our life without unnecessary sanctity.
And there it is, the image of modern humanity, knowing no virtues. Stripping purity from every aspect of life. You kill
Evie
holiness,
likes it hard.
and then,
You
in
know
the
it.
face of life's hardships, you ask where grace has gone.
did you know there's a DLC coming out next week? Dark King. It doesn't seem like it's a whole lot, but they said it was quite a few, a handful of hours of extra content, some dungeons and stuff. You're at New Game plus 4? Holy shit. I definitely feel like this game deserves at least a New Game Plus from me. I still haven't decided if I'm going to do it on stream or not, though. But I definitely want to try, like, a tanky mage build. Because, like, I've picked up a bunch of fucking really cool, like, mage stuff. Yeah, so there was an update today, and it talks about a DLC and some free, like, armors and stuff. What build am I doing now? The typical Skyrim Sneak Archer build. Bleak Faith did get a New Game Plus. I literally played it as a mage. Yeah, Stealth Archer is the main with one and two-handed as like a backup. I haven't really settled on secondary. Right now I've got Thor's hammer. So we're doing best build in the game. Yeah, easily. Although it takes a long time to get going. You have no recollection? Yeah, I literally back-to-backed it and did a mage build. It was just like super quick because we were fucking overpowered. You should let hearts seek wisdom before casting stones. For the prophet judges the purpose, not the motion. To be frank, I think Kai doesn't care if someone takes matters into their own hands. I think you allocate sanctity to the wrong things, but it is crucial to find holiness where it truly resides and, at the same time, discern where excessive zeal is unnecessary. Ooh, that's a good one. You know what? Whatever. Whip yourself. I have no intention of arguing with you. Burn the books if it brings you relief. Ooh. First one's okay. The second and third one are pretty good, though. Take some time, but that's why the game has... Yeah. I haven't really cheesed anything. There's been a couple that I cheesed, but most of it is leaving to get stronger and coming back. I did get really frustrated at the what is his name? The weird knight, the blue specter knight. Bro, I wasted so many arrows trying to figure out how to fucking kill that guy the first time.
Do not waste your time searching for trivial problems. It can be put to much better use. Yes, you might be right about that one, stranger. An excellent observation, and a keen use of the passage from A Sermon on Purity and Temperance, I must admit.
Do I have the best arrows? I have the weird arrows. I think we're at, like, we have about 200 of them right now. What gives you the right to control what a person does with their own body?
It's not about control, my child, but about opening the eyes of those who cannot see. Would it not be better if each of us were ready to receive the prophet's word? A body that succumbs to temptation is a weak body. That is precisely why we must maintain purity, to be ready at any moment to receive the grace of the prophet. As Brother Flamen says, treat your body like a sacred place, not a disgusting brothel, as the pursuits of bodily pleasures is like blindness.
Yeah. I've got a bad habit of using all the weak ones first. I will say, I can't stand the fire arrows in this game, especially in first-person view. They block too much. Sure. As long as it's not spoilery. Within reason. You're focusing on insignificant matters, as Kai calls not for the denial of the body's workings, but for the elevation of the spirit. The Bleak Faith New Game Plus was 1.5 streams. You just forgot. Sorry for interrupting. No, you're fine, dude. Yeah, it didn't take too long. Like I said, we were... One, the game was fresh back in my mind. And so I knew where we needed to go. And two, we were in New Game Plus, so all of our shit was fucking peak. Not spoilers, but in Quinacht, find Devon's home and give him booze. Devon's home and give him booze. I wonder if I've already done that. But is it really for you to judge? The same sermon says, yet the prophet's judgment is not swift, but discerning and full of care and justice at the same time. Ooh. Is it true that we all already know well what people do in private, as all that is done in secret shall be known, so where's the problem? One is good, 2 is good, 3 is good. I think 2 is probably the best here, but 1 is pretty good. Let's do this one.
That is, of course, an astute observation, and proof that you've read the sermon thoroughly. However, I am full of faith that I have been placed on this path precisely to make such judgments in the prophet's name. Still, one could also view it from the perspective you mentioned. Yes. So, dear stranger, where did our little discourse lead you? What about my role in all of this? Where would people be without priests, striving to protect them from sin and impurity?
There's sanctity and there's humanity. Don't make a fuss over reading lewd books. Hell yeah, brother. Separate natural needs from faith. Some things don't need to be treated with dogma. You desire grace, someone else desires eroticism. Both are fine as long as neither harms another person. Believe that what people do with their own bodies is their own business. Yeah, I mean, if there is a goddess, they're gonna answer to them at the end anyway, right? So what the fuck do you care? I feel like this one was the weakest argument.
Everything is tied to faith. Don't you see? Every act, every gesture of our hand may prove defining. Separating those two orders won't do any good. Enough, stranger. I see you've tried, but I won't debate matters of faith further. I remain unshaken. The books will burn. Now, let me return to my prayer.
Motherfucker. Okay, now that I got that out of my way. You can tell the most broken bow just because when transmog came, you changed your best heavy bow to a smaller bow, and now it has been fixed. But your bow stayed like it, and it has the heavy bow stats and damage, but draws as fast as the small bows. That sounds busted. We just got siege bow, which I'm out of wood, so I can't buff it up yet. That's the outside. Trust you, go meet Devin, yeah. Hello, Neil. Delia's workshop? What is this? Have I never been in here?
Haven't you had enough of this place yet?
Oh, yeah. She's the one that decorates homes. Okay. Neil, why do you have a bat? Alright, Dark King, with your infinite wisdom. Do you know... You found it. Found it where? Do you know where there's a... street? Found it in the street. Didn't anybody teach you not to take things that don't belong to you?
I'm an outcast.
Chopping blocks. Fuck me, no, fuck you. Because I really don't want to go all the way back to Quanacht for fucking chopping blocks. Not Quanacht, the fucking, whatchadiddle of the South. Yeah. No, I immediately regretted saying what I said. Horns of the South is what I meant. Yeah, but that's expensive. I don't like buying shit that I should be able to get for free, you know?
I wasn't expecting company.
Plus, I haven't paid attention if he restocks. I think he only had 30. Wait, I thought this was a... Is it this one that's the house? Yeah, that one doesn't have a name on it. Wolfric? Okay. Maybe it's up there. Oh, that's what's her face's Niantes, right? Play. This one's Niantes. So where the hell is Devon? Money is just a resource. To buy resources and upgrading gear is not worth it. Yeah, I've noticed that it gets extremely expensive. Like, unreasonably expensive. Bonksy. You know, I never tried to get over here. What the hell is up here? Cabbage! Coleslaw's never gonna let me hear the end of it. He sees how much cabbage I'm stealing. The boonies. It's not about getting expensive because New Game Plus gear will be way better. Ah. That makes sense. I hadn't considered that. But also I hadn't decided if I was gonna New Game Plus this on stream or not, so that's probably part of it. Like, I really like this game, so I wouldn't mind doing it, but... I also don't, you know, got a thing about doing the same thing over and over. Please stream it. Ask and ye shall receive, I suppose. to see my terrible gameplay on fucking hard difficulty. Yikes. Alright. Where the fuck is this guy's hiding now? Oh, hello, beautiful.
I'm pretty sure that's not allowed.
You're pretty sure that's not allowed? I'm pretty sure you need to shut the front door. Oh, it's gonna hurt with that.
Have some spare food to coin. Anything else?
Devon is the farms near you. It's a simple wooden house. I swore I've talked to everybody out there. What's up,
Before
hottie?
you ask, no. I do not have any books personally signed by Merlin, nor will I fake his signature.
Your books are gone. Brother Ismat stole them.
Damned red priests. You'd think they'd have bigger problems than a bit of questionable literature. They don't have to like it. But nobody's forcing them to read it either. Well, thanks for looking into it. For whatever it's worth. One more thing. I can see you're alright. And I hope I can trust you. We need to talk.
What you got?
I need to ask you for something. It's serious. It might even be a matter of life and death. There's a stone tablet in Lord Devane's manor. A Delrida relic. And I need you to get it for me.
Sure. I got you, boo.
I was just going to ask you to talk to Anselm for me. But if breaking in is what you prefer, I'll only stop you. Just try not to get caught, alright? That would be embarrassing for both of us.
Well, that's unfortunate. At a farm, you say? Alright, let's make a hippity hop over to the farms. I could have swore. Let's see, there's farms here. Yeah, it's not gonna show up, so I'm gonna do this. Just near the teleport. I could have swore I did everything with these people. Like, I did the story for these two, though that doesn't lead to anything. Reese. That's the ghost. Rob. And Gil. So where is... Maybe I didn't.
Hello there.
They're behind the house. Oh. More original. I don't think I came in here, actually. Nope. We're not needing to report a bug yet. Oh, there you are.
Welcome to my corner of misery, traveler. Whatever brings you here, just know you're wasting your time.
Why am I wasting my time?
This is coming closer every day. Started in the deep woods, and now it's almost at our doorstep. Town's slowly emptying. All the smart ones left weeks ago. But now, even if you're trying to get out, good luck with that. The soldiers set up a checkpoint at the gate leading to the main road to Camelot. Now it's blown. They said it was a landslide. Or an avalanche. I don't know. That was one of the safe routes.
What about the unsafe ones?
Further you go, the thicker the weirdness gets. Swallows entire patrols sometimes. 3 Camelotian soldiers disappeared last week. Official story says desertion, but I saw what was left of their gear. Twisted like paper, heavy steel bent like it was cloth. Well, perhaps there's still some decency left in this dying world after all. You know, I used to be the best hunter in 3 villages. To track a fox through a rainstorm. Now, I can't even trust the forest to stay where I left it. Here, my old bow served me well for 30 years. Not much use to me now in these shaky hands. But it might just keep you alive out there. The weirdness doesn't take kindly to visitors, but sometimes speed and a sharp eye make all the difference. Good luck, traveler. If you make it back this way, I'll still be here. Until I'm not. See you.
See what kind of baddie. Increases ranged crit chance by 25%. When your stamina is below 20%, increases ranged crit chance by an additional 25%. It's not bad, but we're already at 92% crit chance for ranged. Plus, we've taken a bunch of the perks. If I could remember the fucking buttons. Like, we've got the whole stealth perk, we've got the whole crit tree, pretty much. And we've got most of the bow tree. And about half of the bow tree, honestly. The ones that I feel are relevant. So, neat bow. I don't know that we need it. If we had found it earlier, obviously. Let's see, what are we on? Iron arrows for now. So. You use it all the time, yeah. I mean, it's definitely not bad. But it definitely would have been more useful to me earlier.
Didn't expect to see you. Stay out of my way.
You're level 240 and you have 100 points in perception? Holy shit. That's insanity. Don't remember where the other chopping block was. You have a mission to fill all the tree slots? Holy shit. That's gonna take you a hot minute. Not gonna lie though, I would probably try to do the same thing. I don't really remember where the other fucking wood chop was. And yeah, 180. No, I actually had no idea. I assumed it had a couple. Just because there's like a whole bunch of different ways you can end quests and stuff, but did we? We didn't. Command relics here. Let's see. Stamina and dodge, maybe? Be okay. Let's see. Attachment there. Definitely need to find better trousers, though. I really don't want to. I feel like we're okay with the rest of the gear. The fucking trousers are the weakest, though. I don't know if you've noticed, Dark King, but upgrading stuff does give better passives as well. It's like incremental, obviously, but it does get pretty good. Like for this one, it goes from 70% sneak damage to 75%, and an additional attack speed percentage. It's not nothing. Same goes for New Game Plus. Nice. Well, we gotta make it there first, you know? Archer's ring? That's actually pretty sick. Let's see. Let's see, what do we have? Marksman's treasure, range crit chance by 25%. Only place to find it is in the prologue. Yeah, I've got it. That does make me question. I'm sure there's a better ring we could be wearing. But ranged crit chance by 25% is actually, it's like hard to beat. I do want to build like figure out a way to build a poison build. No, those two are the best archer rings, yeah. I do want to figure out how to do a poison build. But the fucking stats, the status build up builds up so daggum slow. Like, I found that they die quicker to actual damage than the status effects being, like, useful. And then the status tree doesn't have anything to do with building up status. It's just damage it, or if they're already statused, kind of. I feel like they could do some tweaking with the trees a little bit. Like, status tree just feels very underwhelming. And like, some trees are like way built out, and then other trees are like have 5 things in it, and that's it.
Ah, there you are. What news do you bring to the court today?
I'm interested in the old Del Riata tablet that is in his possession.
My, have the paraphernalia of the Dal Riata suddenly become fashionable while I wasn't looking? That tablet seems to be gaining in popularity by the day. I told Varel the price, 2,000, and that's final.
My practicality is way low, so he's not going to go for it. You haven't had any help with the status builds, maybe the ice arrows, just to freeze enemies? Yeah, freeze seems okay on things that's not weak by it. Like, I've used that on a couple mini-bosses, the fire and ice swords. But that's about it. I did use burning a bit early, but I don't know, I just felt it was kind of weak.
I'm not sure why you feel the need to tell me that. You do realize I'm not actively looking for a buyer for the tablet, right? I'm just indulging a strange obsession you people seem to have with it. But fine, do as you like. I'll be here if you decide to throw your money away on some old piece of stone.
I want to try the practicality first, even though I don't think my practicality is mana for it. Oh, it doesn't even give me the option for the practicality now. That's fucking cringe.
Truly?
I guess.
Well, I suppose there's no accounting for taste. Still, better you than Dal Riata. She put us in a terrible position, you know. She came here and demanded we hand over part of our treasury, just because it was once theirs, as if we could afford to show any more weakness. Take the tablet. Do whatever you wish with it. I never want to hear about it again.
They all feel weak after crit build. Yeah, it's true. I'm sure there's something useful out of it. It's just, I don't know. Maybe as a challenge run. It just feels unreliable. Oh, those fill up way faster now. Oh, I love that. I got your thing.
Hello again. If you need anything specific, feel free to ask.
I got your tablet.
Aye, it would be. Delrida know how to work stone in the most intricate way, but we're also quite fond of grandiosity. I'm afraid I'll have to ask you not to part with it just yet. The stone wardens are waiting for it, and I can't really be seen lugging it around. And you're very strong. You can handle it with no problem. Here's the reward I promised. And I'm sure Kvor will have a little extra something for you too.
Hell yeah, brother. It's more to take down bosses because they don't get one-shotted. You say that, but I got some pretty damn lucky 2 shots on bosses. With this crit build and headshots. Like, there was a couple of bosses that were taking me forever, and like the stars aligned and I 2-shot them. Oh, come on. Wait. The HP bar didn't show up. Are we not doing HP bars anymore? No, I didn't turn that off. Am I just dumb? Do enemies not get... Do enemies not get health bars now? Yeah, the most memorable one for me was the what the hell is it? The queen that was in the underwater like temple. What the hell is the name of that place? This one up here. The Abyss of Sagramore. The queen lady? Yeah, we got her on a 2-shot. I bring a gift from Vril.
A gift? Ah, I see. And you lug that thing all the way from Kurnacht? For that alone, you have my respect. Now, let's take a look. Ah, so that's what happened. The stone chipped, and the meaning of the runes changed. Sweet dreams turned into living nightmares. This is why I don't trust magic. The simplest, stupidest thing can end up killing you.
How the fuck you got her two-shot? So I have the archer's ability, or one of the abilities that when you get killed for the first time, you go into like stealth for like 5 seconds or whatever, and so she resets. And when she resets, she goes back to standing at the top of the stairs. And if you do it right, you can headshot her. And I happened to get the crit with all of the extra crit damage, with the weak spot damage, and it took her down like 3/4 of the way. And then a second one, like back to back, finished it. It was insane. It was on stream. I streamed it. It was on stream. I don't remember how long ago that was. That was at least, I want to say it was at least 4 streams ago, maybe. Lady Maeve died because of cracks in a stone.
And I'd say because of cracks between people too. If we hadn't strayed so
It had to
far
be
from
more
one
than
another,
4.
maybe all of this could have been avoided. Then again, maybe not. Maybe fate makes no mistakes. I suppose we'll never know. But you're not here to listen to a blacksmith getting maudlin. Here, this is for your trouble. May your burdens be lighter to carry from now on.
What do you give us? I did get lucky because she was fucking beating the shit out of me for a solid 2 hours, I think. Okay, I guess he didn't give us anything new. I don't even know what the fuck he gave me. I did something similar with Percival, although I don't remember winning the fight off of that with Percival. I think I actually had to beat Percival. But we did get pretty close with Percival doing the same thing. But the one thing that does kind of suck about this is, and I get why, but stealth builds have no place in boss fights. Okay, so the deer have health bars. Okay. Not with that attitude? Yeah, not with any attitude. Where the fuck am I even going? Oh, that's way the far over there. Okay. Maybe I can go to this one first then? Oh, that's a big scary bear. Not anymore. Oh! My revenge has come. Actually, it's not my revenge. My third... Oh, too far. Oh, that still doesn't do fuck all damage. Yeah, that is another critique I have of the game, and I understand why they did it, but you can't feed him in the middle of battle. Oh, that was too far. But no, I absolutely love the pet. He's amazing. I wish more games had stuff like that. Oh, fuck, I missed again. Shit. We'll do some. Can I even fight this guy? Oh, he takes like no damage. He takes some damage, but not fucking hardly any damage. God damn it. Okay, this ain't working. I'm gonna have to... Fuck. Actually, let me run to the restroom real quick before we redo this. Doing the pee-pee dance doesn't help. Be right back. Alright. Appreciate your patience. Yeah, no. I actually haven't used... I mean, I've shown off his tank several times. But I don't think I've ever actually used it in combat. And anytime I walk into a fucking boss fight, he's always, like, standing on some weird place away from where I am to get to him. You don't have patience, you're not a doctor? Not with that attitude. It's night, but I don't think the weirdness is out yet. I don't think... Yeah, he doesn't give me... Name isn't Mal? Malpractice. See what you did there. Give me one more hint, but it's hidden side quest lore. I guess my next question before agreeing is it something that I have yet to come across, or is it something that I just happened to miss? Because I've been all the way to the city, but there are a bunch of these I just walked past. I didn't actually go in them. You happened to miss it. So it's in Quanacht or... the Horns. It is in Quanacht. Okay, I'll give you this one. You can give me a hint as to where to find it. Because I thought I was pretty thorough in Quanacht, but I did miss the drunk guy. In the hospital? So I did try to do the old man's quest, and I failed that miserably. Because I didn't find all this stuff, or I thought I found it, but it didn't. It didn't take for whatever reason. I heard numbnuts. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Not him. Damn, bro, you really want this dick, don't you? Oh, so does the bear, apparently. Motherfucker. It wouldn't have been so bad, but this terrain doesn't lend very well to kiting him back. There's just so much shit. They just want to struggle huggies? Yeah. Fucking bears are the worst in this game, dude. They're so strong unnecessarily. Nah, that's not true. Bears are naturally just fucking badasses. Yeah, see, this is fucking terrible. Whoever thought of this with fire arrows needs... Oh, that did some good damage. I have the achievement of killing a bear barehanded. That's actually pretty cool. Might have to do that. Shit, I need to be able to keep backing up. Okay, I'm not stuck against anything. Jeez. Got him. Only took 13 arrows. That's not too bad. Yeah, 59 out of 60 achievements. Hell yeah. It's actually kind of sexy. Which one are you missing? Or is it one of those hidden ones that you don't know until you get there? Let's just use all the shit arrows while we're here. Did I go into this cave? I don't think I did. I don't think I went into any caves. Oh, not the remores. Oh, these guys' things are fucking terrible. The Fish King's Apprentice or whatever it was, that you must fish every fish of Avalon. And in the ass, you just gave up. Yeah, that sounds like something I would also give up on. Ah, fuck. I don't remember if their axe or their helmet was the expensive one. Not expensive. Not expensive. Okay, it was the bow. That's what it was. The bow is the expensive one. It's like 1,500 or something dumb. Cheese Ball of Doom? Oh, I love it. Doom, 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 doomy doom, doomy doom, doom. What? Ain't no way. Fuck these little fucks, bro. Okay, dead end. That's probably where we Skyrim door back. Might have to spec into move speed now with this damn bow. Hey yo, what that Rockussy do? You guys didn't think that through before you put that in there, did you? Give me your bow, sir. It makes me rich. Just a tad short. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Well. Time to do things the hard way. Wait, where the fuck are you going? Where the fuck are you going, you little shit? Wait, what the fuck is going on there? What? Weird. No, I'm not gonna be able to shoot your dumbass from here. Huh? Can, however, shoot you. Very hard, huh? That wasn't very hard. Amber Stride, Ruby Shell, Pyre Coil. Wreathes your weapon in flames, burning every nearby enemy when wielded. Flames get hotter with each consecutive hit done with it. Now that is sexyful. I don't remember if the Shaman Staff was worth anything. Or if there's a cap on it. Not worthless. Ooh, weird bone. And a bow. That's a good question. I haven't really figured out the ins and outs of how status stacking works in this game. Ripper's Jacket. Increases parry window when dual wielding. Okay. Blocking costs 80% less stamina when dual wielding? That sounds pretty good. For someone who parries. Too bad that ain't me. My name ain't Perry, and I'm not a fucking platypus. I beat you to the joke? Yeah, that happens. You're slipping. Darrow keeps on slipping, slipping. Away from the jokes. No, I didn't need another wood-cutting axe. God damn it. You can only type so fast. Sounds like a skissue. As you so elegantly tell me every time I die. Or do something dumb. Or just in general. Not every time. Okay, most times. Yeah, 9 out of 10 times. There's a snark comment to be had about skissues. Wait, we determined this was worthless, right? Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Frozen Seer's boots. Ooh. Alright. Well, that was a rather short dungeon. Damn it, I accidentally fucking ate something. Golly. Oh, it's daylight out. Well. Let's see what these goodies are. Great sword. Great sword. Skull Knight's Blade. Attacks generate 10% of the damage. Oh, that's new. I don't think we've had that. Red Death trash. Red Death trash. Poison trash. Poison trash. Cooling Axe. Increases damage by 15% if an enemy is burning. Huh, that's not too bad. Not great, but not bad. War Club, Red Death trash. Poison Knight, Gem of Ice +3. And trash. Fast travel. Let's go back to Quanacht. Let's go to the dump off some stuff and make some money. Then we'll go to the hospital and see what quest I missed. Let's see. We'll put away the cooling axe. I guess. Wait, do we even have these? Did I keep poisoned? I don't think I kept any. Okay, so I did keep it +6. So we'll just ditch the +6 and keep the 2 +7s for now. Actually, no, we don't even need those. Hydration pack. We'll keep that. Thanks for the dream, Valky. Cheers. I'm actually already sitting up, surprisingly. We'll ditch Drevin's bow. We'll keep the shield just in case. Hey, Dark King, did you know? As a comet gets close to the sun, it loses some of its mass due to the sublimation. If a comet goes around enough times, it will eventually break up. Comets also break up if they come too close to the sun or another planet in their orbits. Cool shit. One of these days I'll add more. I think I've got like 100 or so. Fun facts. Ah, God damn it. Let's see, what time is it? It's 8 o'clock. Next ad break isn't until 9 o'clock. I'll do those before. I'll have to do those tomorrow, Daru. I don't want to do them right before bed. I won't fucking sleep. But I am caught up. I did the ones that Sakai redeemed and the ones that Zaki redeemed from Friday. I did those one set on Saturday and one set on Sunday. So, yippee, we're caught up. I have all night to watch you play, so no worries. No, I have work in the morning.
Today?
So typically I end in the next hour and a half or so. Ditch the poison knights, ditch that, ditch that. Ditch the trash great sword. Ditch that. Ditch those. More club. More bow. Alright, now to figure out what the hell's going on that I missed in the hospital. Hop, 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 hop. I did start a little late. I ended up working a little late, so.
Nice to see you.
Show the horse! Clink, clink, clink! Move out! 1 foot in front of the other!
Can you hear me?
Ding! Carries the sound! Carries through the stones! Through the bones! Creak, creak, creak! The bones of the crones! Creak, creak!
The fuck? Get some rest.
Crunch! Oh, the wolf eats the spoils, eats the cows, eats the heads, tears to shreds. Eat the thigh! Hear the cry!
Oh. I'd never even paid attention to someone, a named character was back here. What's-her-face was, like, stationed right here, so I didn't even, like... Yeah, I never even saw this guy. Huh.
Have you come to offer aid? Or do you stand among the wounded? If so, do not let fear grip your heart. Your time will come. Trust the will of the word, and you shall shine.
You speak of the word, but you don't look like a red priest.
No, I am no priest. Merely a corpse through which the word is fulfilled. My path is clear now. When I am strong enough, I shall speak of the miracle I have lived through. In the shadow of the plague I stood, and yet I survived, shielded by the divine protection of the word.
Big if true.
I am but an empty vessel, yearning to be filled with the sacred joy of the word. Now I am perfectly blank and naked. Alone I lie in this cold place. silently watching, patiently waiting. But soon, all shall be perfectly splendid.
Perfectly blank and naked, huh?
I have been marked, a gift given to me so that I may pass it on. Tell me, do you wish to become a hollow shell, an obedient corpse, able to hear the voice of the one who guides us to the final act?
I'm suspiciously side-eyeing this motherfucker. I played Dark Souls. I know what it means to go hollow. Yeah, what's the fun in saying no?
But a moment. You will feel no pain.
Am I a vampire now?
Now, go to the place where I first set foot on this path. There, you will find the one who shall become your shepherd. Soon, you will be reborn.
Oh, great. Hollow, get an egg beater on a power drill? What? Oh, fuck. Now I'm turned around. No, I'm not. I know where I am. Oh, it's in the toll house. Okay. Fuck. Means I gotta clear that fucking place out again. Yeah, but what fun is that? Or I can snipe dead people. Although it would be better if it was night. I think the weirdness comes out at like 9-ish. Maybe not. Maybe it's a little bit after. Maybe it is midnight. Oh, this is inside the fucking protection. So these ones aren't going to be affected by the weirdness. Will they still drop... Hey, where'd you go? Okay, so they still drop the cobwebs. These fucking ragdolls, though. Oh, he stopped walking. Kneecapped him. Exquisite. Nice. Wish they'd add a fucking highlight dead bodies, though. I'm a blind ass bitch. I need all the help I can get. Plus the ragdolls don't fucking help. Why don't I take the broken arrows? Because they just turn into wooden arrows. I'm a bougie bitch, okay? If it's not free, I don't want it. Man, where the fuck did that body go? I'm missing out on like 10 fucking cobwebs. Frick. Alright. Up the castle we go? Yeah. Give me your stuff. Oh, you moved, you piece of shit. Appreciate the follow, Dark King. Ah, dadgummit. I'm terrible at this. Immaculate, let's fucking go. Let's shave it. I shaved it. Jeez. An egg? Can I offer you an egg in these trying times? Huh. We had a cotton. I need to go the other way. Dang it. Oh. Got your nose. Oh, you motherfucker. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Where the hell did your body go? There. Wait, is it no longer? Yeah, it's no longer night. Fuck. If you make an eggnog, I could try that though. I watched a video on how to make eggnog that seemed so tedious. Already daylight, that sucks. Nah, I was too late on that one. Oh, got him. Fucking got him. Did not expect to get him on that one, though. Never tried it. It's not a thing here in Europe. Gotcha. I actually haven't had it in a really long time. Oh, hey, maybe you can answer this. How the fuck do I fight that thing? You bet your ass I want to fight it. You can't fight. That's trash. I'm gonna go play Dragon's Dogma after this just to get my fix. Still need to play Dragon's Dogma 2. Wait, what am I... Oh. Fuck. Okay, now I just feel overpowered. You can spoil what it is? Nah. If it's something I find out later, don't worry about it. I did do the crazy guy that gets locked up in prison. I did that small side quest. It depends. Tell you what, if you stick around to the end and I don't figure it out by the end credits, then you can spoil it for me. Oh. Bro, I may move as slow as fucking dirt with this, but this fucking bow makes me feel like a badass. I used to not be able to kill anything unless I was in stealth with a bow without like 6 shots. This bow is just fucking nuts. Probably up. Let's see, so we don't have to. Ooh, the odds we can. Got him. So there is a question that you have, but you don't know if it's a spoiler. Well, you've seen about where I am in the game. Is it something that I would have already come across yet? If I have explored everything. I feel like I've done a pretty good job of exploring. I know there's some side quests that I missed, or like a dungeon or two that I couldn't get access to because of decisions I've made. Is it telling me to go down? Go ahead and ask your question. At this point, I feel like I've got a pretty good grasp on most things, so I don't know that, as long as it's not endgame stuff. And have you joined any guilds? I've technically been doing work for the Alchemists Guild, but that's the only one that I've actively noticed is a real guild. I assumed there were guilds. Oh, okay, so there is reason to whatever this is. Okay. I had a feeling there was something to do here. Because this is too elaborate to not be something.
You were awaited. In the past, in the present, and in the future.
Cool.
All stages have converged into one. And here you stand. Welcome, hollow shell. It is time to begin the next act of your journey.
It's definitely something. Yeah, I had a feeling that there were guilds. I just wasn't sure if they were like Elder Scrolls deep or what. And the only one that I ran into so far was the Alchemists. Which is weird because I talk to pretty much fucking everybody that I run into. Especially if they have got a name, like a real name. So clearly I've missed something somewhere. Who are you?
I am the one. The
Oh shit, they're Neo?
The bearer of grace. The giver. I have worn many names. But names matter little. Except for the prophets. Kai. Listener of the bleeding heart of the plague, the sanctified pilgrim.
What happened here?
Simple minds with lofty titles, and simpler folk with no standing. Open these walls to something they did not understand. Then came the outbreak of terror. The plague claimed this place. Red Death.
What was that?
A holy relic. A fragment of the sanctified body of the prophet.
What would you like from me?
Humble soul is awaited by the bleeding heart of the plague. Someone who evaded its grasp. Someone who defied the destiny laid before them. Her name is Una, an old widow in Kunart. she is not alone. There is another, one whose choice led you here.
We won't go into specifics if there are more than the Alchemist Guild, but there are definitely a lot more for me to discover. Yeah.
The gift you carry is only the beginning. Much within you must be purged before you achieve perfect obedience, before you are ready for the final act. Now, receive the mark of the plague. Pass it on to those I have chosen. When their fates are sealed, return here for the next step to be revealed.
I don't want to go around giving people the fucking Red Death. What the fuck? That goes against this character completely. We're a goody two-shoes. Fuck. You're just doing nature's will. If nature wants it done, she can get off her fucking lazy ass and do it herself. What's stronger, the will to do good or the fucking curiosity? Cat's curiosity is kind of hard to overcome. I fucking guess.
I know.
You know? No.
When it is done.
Motherfucker. You know. As if you know me. You know what? It's just gonna sit in my fucking to-do list and never get done. What then?
Nice to see you.
Is it though? Oh, not this nice old lady. Come on. God damn it.
The plague's mark. So, it has come for me at last. I always knew it would. I prayed for my family, but never for myself. Perhaps this is why.
It's not. Is there anything you wish for me to do?
My prayers are said. My heart is prepared. Thank you for bringing me this warning. It's more than most receive. Go now. Death will come when it's ready. There's no need for you to linger and watch.
I don't wanna. Just the messenger of nature's will. Nature can suck my fat thumb. Sure do. I gotta offset some bad juju. Here, have some cash.
I wasn't
Church is this way. Not church. Hospital is this way. You know what? Here, I got you too. Here.
Gold, the true.
You're a red priest. Why don't you have a name? Alright, let's talk to the hospital guy.
Do you hear it? The silence, from which the word shall emerge.
Here you go.
This mark. No. But I don't understand. I was told to wait. An empty shell. Just as it was said. Why are you doing this to me? Why, when I gave you such a wondrous gift?
Sorry, Ignatius. This was the path destined
It's
for you.
hard to hold faith in destiny when staring at the mark of the plague. But I must remain strong. I must remain the hollow shell, perfectly obedient. I am a corpse, anyway. Go now. Let me think.
Bad? What do you mean bad? Bad. This is gonna be a lot of back and forth, because that's kind of stinky. Can I kill this thing? Probably not, right? Fuck.
You are back.
No, I'm Evie. It is done.
Ignatius. Una. These souls
Ghosts.
have taken their first steps onto the path that leads to the embrace of the bleeding heart of the plague. Soon they will begin their final act.
One last mark of the plague
Give it
remains.
to me. Seal my fate as well.
Here you go.
And so, my final act unfolds. Let us close our eyes together.
Alright, Ozzy, calm down. Cool. What's up, little man? Dungeon full of blood. Yummy. Yummy. Too bad we can't be fucking vampires or something. This would be like heaven. Yeah, it's the one from the beginning of the game, the island. That's new, though. Bruh. And this is why we don't swallow sausages that are clearly too big. Okay? So is this in our dreams, or did the Red Priests actually eat shit here? I would love nothing more than the Red Priests eating shit. Is that gold? Ten lockpicks. How about that? I want that. Cabbage will take, though. It's a little ominous. Ominous. Have you used the slide mech? Yeah. Yes, I've slid around a few times in my time. While outside, I use it to move really quickly. Because you can slide, dash, jump, and it'll pop you right back up. You can just keep doing it. Anything interesting? No. That's a big old hole, though. I'm not a big fan of the big hole. Yippee! Sploosh. Okay, why didn't... I guess we're just scripted not to take fall damage there. I'll accept it. Oh look, a vortex. Asylum. Well, looky. When you were young and your knees could handle it, you were sliding all over Avalon. When I was a young adventurer, before you took an arrow to the knee. Crimson Crusher, Plague Wraith Cape. Ooh. 1,500, okay. 2 grand, okay. Increases max health by 50, yeah, it's kind of mid, but whatever. Man, this Plague Wraith shit is expensive. Ooh. What is going on here? Bunch of dead bodies. Okay. only this were farmable. This makes me want to... Still need to play it, but I need to get to Lunacid. This area kind of makes me think of Lunacid a bit. I almost didn't make that. Oh wait, that's what's her face. We talked to her. What's up, girlie?
I'm sorry, Wanderer, but you cannot rest here. Not yet. I sense my
Maybe
brother's
it's not the
soul
same person
within
I
you.
think about.
The pull of his destiny is stronger than any of our desires.
You're Arthur's
I
sister.
am, well, his half-sister. A very important distinction at court. To Arthur, though, I was always just sister. The one he liked, not only loved. I stood by his side, listened to him, and spoke my mind when he needed it. And when the visions came, I was the only one who understood they weren't just madness. My poor brother. I couldn't bear to see him suffer. There was little I wouldn't do if it meant I could help him.
What visions are we talking about?
The land was ravaged by sickness, and Arthur's mind was plagued by waking nightmares. He heard a voice, clear as any other, calling to him, relentlessly, day and night, begging him to return to Avalon.
I see.
But how does one return to a place they have never seen before? He'd come to me in the dead of night, afraid he was going mad.
Yeah, we talked
But
to
I
her
knew
already.
better. I heard it too, though faintly. To me, they were merely echoes of a distant despair.
Yeah, we met the Bleeding Heart already. And did you manage
In a way, I think I did, but even now I'm not sure. I followed the visions, though most of the court thought I'd lost my mind, or that I'd secretly caught the Red Death and it had taken over my senses. Sir Estor was one of the very few who believed me, and the only one brave enough to join me on my pilgrimage to a plague-ridden land. The visions showed me a place of beginnings, bathed in creeping scarlet. So, that's where we went.
And what did you find?
The bleeding heart of the plague. With every step, the voice grew louder. And when I finally saw it, it felt as though it was beating inside my own chest. Each heartbeat was like a knife twisting. A festering wound that could never heal. That's when I understood. The homelands are lost, and Avalon is truly our only salvation.
Can you tell me more about the Bleeding Heart?
There was something almost human about it, and yet it was so terribly alien. It was like staring at your own reflection in a distorted mirror. Everything seemed familiar, yet profoundly wrong. I've had centuries to reflect on it, and I think I've almost uncovered the truth. A truth that's both simple and devastating. The heart is a grief made manifest. The sorrow of a mother who lost her child.
So the heart, the grief, and the plague are interlinked, but we know this. We did this.
Undoubtedly, yes.
Why does my character not remember
These are
these
three
things?
aspects that could not exist without one another. there was a heart, struck by immense grief. That grief gave birth to a force as untamable, as relentless as the plague. I believe that there's no cure for such matters, except time. And time is a luxury only we humans have.
Is there anything that can be done?
I don't know. I thought leading Arthur to Avalon would keep us safe. But then it followed us here, too. I'm not sure there's anything we can do to cure a bleeding heart. For a being that exists outside of time, with only a rudimentary grasp of mortality, there's no such thing as an end. I doubt she wants everyone else to suffer with her. She just doesn't know how to stop.
Are you... So you seeing the heart was why you left the
I saw
homelands?
that staying meant death for all of us. Nothing in the homelands could stop the plague. And the voice, it kept calling night and day, promising safety on Avalon's shores. Arthur once told me it sometimes felt familiar to him, though he could never say why. Even then, he wasn't sure if he could trust it. But after I returned with Estor, he didn't hesitate anymore. We sailed for Avalon, and the voice led us straight to its shores.
Are you a prisoner?
You could say that. One way or another, every prophet becomes a captive to their followers. Some chains are just more visible than others. The Red Priests like to call me theirs. So, theirs I must remain.
How did you end up becoming the prophet?
After we left the homelands, people started listening to me. Not just to my brother. It was terrifying, stepping out of his shadow. But I did my best to guide them. You see, no one becomes a prophet on their own. They're made by the people who need someone to follow. I became what they needed. Sometimes a guiding hand, other times a whip over their heads.
What should I do now?
Going. Take it from someone who has lived far too long. Some decisions are out of your hands. You just have to make the best of what's left. You'll do fine. You're in excellent company, after all. And Arthur, I'm sorry I can't stand by your side this time. But know you're always in my heart, brother. This is for both of you. May we all find peace at the end of this path.
Prophet's gloves. Oh, the Prophet's kit.
Please.
Okay.
Take care of my brother. Now go. There's nothing more for you here.
Even more mage shit to make me want to respec into a mage. You were meant to die. The Red Death already claimed you once, and your fate was sealed in fever and ruin. Yet by chance, or perhaps by something far worse, you were spared. Then you returned to the place where agony once held you in its grip, and as before you left it changed. The lament breaks most, leaves them shattered, but you've learned to wield it for your own purpose. You have unlocked the Red Death skill tree. What? Increases mana regeneration by 25 when below 13% max health. Ugh. Increases max mana by 100. Ugh. Spell power by 100%. Ugh. Crit damage by 100%. See, I'm not a big fan of these conditional ones. That's crazy that you can just miss this, though. Cannot lose more than 50% of your max health from a single hit. That's busted. Prevents death once. Renews after resting by a fueled bonfire. I wonder if that stacks with the other one that I have. Losing 1% of max health grants us a stack of Lament. Lament increases damage dealt by 0.4% to max 100 stacks. So 40. That's 2 decimal places? Yeah, so 40% max. Increases delay before Lament starts to decay. Increases max Lament. Crit hits grant Lament. Killing an enemy grants 10 stacks of Lament. Congrats, you got the hidden skill tree. Yeah, this is like crazy easy to miss. Dealing damage to an enemy has 25% chance to grant stack of Lament. Start every fight with 15 stacks of Lament. That's pretty good. Combat ones for sure. I mean, these are both probably really good too. Interesting. Quite broken because you won't get one-shotted anymore? Yeah. That's actually pretty crazy. Cool. Thanks for that. If it wasn't for you... I'd have missed that entirely. You found it by accident? Jeez. Yeah, here I thought I was pretty thorough, but I didn't look left. I just assumed it was an empty bed. $358. Oh, meteorite arrows. Bees! Not bees. Fucking bees. Did they even drop anything? In South of the Horns, there is one of the funniest stuff in the game. Oh. Oh, fuck. No, we don't. Excellent titanium. Crimson Oracle's Dagger, Wolf's Fang, Assassin's stuff. I think we already had Assassins. Increases melee crit chance by up to 50% depending on missing health. Increases max health by 100 while you are in combat. Critical, sneak, and weak spot hits restore 5 health. Not it. Coin, meteorite, and that sells for level up, 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 level up, 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 level up. Let's see, I guess did want to go down. Already did take most of movement speed. Movement.
My
Okay.
sister. I didn't think I'd ever see her again. She was gone. I've always felt like I failed her. I was her older brother, and it was my responsibility to protect her. And yet, she ended up taking care of me. And she paid dearly for it.
How do you feel about Kai being the prophet?
I'm still not sure. Kai always stepped into whatever role was needed and made it fit her perfectly. Blind devotion was never something she sought, but if she thought it served a purpose, I know she wouldn't hesitate. I want to see her only as my beloved sister, but that was never all she was.
Kai's life back in the homelands didn't seem very happy.
A sibling is only halfway to being a bastard, even if acknowledged. Like Morgaine, Kai wasn't well respected at court. But unlike Morgaine, she never met disdain with more disdain. Just pity. The narrow-mindedness of others usually only saddened her.
Same. Your sisters seem very different.
Morgaine was proud, and she wore that pride like spiky armor. She was also stubborn, never able to admit she was wrong. Kai was different. Softer, but not weak. Quietly unyielding, full of unwavering conviction.
Cheers.
Sometimes I envied her for that. But most of the time I was simply grateful.
Sounds like you admired her.
I always have. She always stayed calm, no matter what was thrown at her. I don't think I ever saw her hesitate. When she made a decision, she was certain. I miss her presence.
Yeah, of course, Valky.
And her counsel.
Let me know what they say, dude.
Maybe things would have turned out differently if she'd been by my side.
Oh yeah, we did get a few things, didn't we? Trash. Garbage. Excuse me. More trash. I think we have the ingredients to cook, maybe we do. 7 of those, and those. Food. Oh, hey. Let's see, where do we want? I mean, these three are all really close. Wait, on the feet. What the hell is that? Take me. But we can go here, and then here, and then here, since these are all. We talked to Heber in Southhorn's Alchemist's Castle. In the castle. He doesn't sound familiar, but maybe. Remember talking, man. I talked to so many people. I don't remember. Oh.
It's you. I suppose people aren't wrong when they say it's a small island. What brought you to this cold, godforsaken wasteland?
Hourglasses inside his house near the stash. No, probably not. Kid. I do remember talking to the horticulturist and accidentally getting him killed, though.
Oh, you know, you could have mentioned your insanity when you were giving me advice on how I should live my life. Might have had a serious impact on my decision. And now, here we are.
I can look around, see if there's any tribesmen need a healer.
Of course, you'd be free to move around the forlorn swords like you were one of the locals. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. But I'd appreciate it. Not used to being idle, not having anything to do. And I truly do want to help. I've wasted enough time already. If
Hell
you've
yeah.
come to bother me, go ahead. I've got nothing better to do anyway.
So you studied at the Royal Academy.
You think all my knowledge of anatomy and alchemy was self-taught? Oh, trial and error? I'm not sure whether to be flattered or horrified. Though, I didn't spend much time there either. I wasn't lying when I said necromancy is pretty much all I know.
Wait, did they kick you out?
No! At least, they never caught me doing that. If they had, they'd have just executed me. I was accused of inappropriately handling corpses, which, I'd like to emphasize, I have never done in my life. Still, considering my life was on the line, that lie was safer than the truth. Off you go then, as usual.
Huh. Cool. I honestly didn't think I would see him again. Oh, I really gotta stop falling and digging. Pop goes the weasel. What is it? Oh. Kinda just sneaks up on you. more. What? What do you mean? Detected? You fucking little piece of shit. God, I hate those archers. Bears come. There we go. Give me your stuff, please. Sage? Sage. Here it is. Okay. I think this is what we'll call it. I do have to get up for work in the morning, so hit you with that. Switch on over. Call it a night. Let's find somebody to raid. Goodness. Thanks for being here and appreciate your assistance. Let's see who of the friendos are still on. I don't know how much longer Atha's gonna be on. Yeah, let's jump in and say hi to Atha. It's been a minute. Alrighty. So yeah. Fuck. Yeah, tomorrow no stream because of Christmas company party. Wednesday we'll be back. I'm not sure what we'll play yet on Wednesday. Thursday will be the Game Awards and maybe something short, maybe BlazBlue afterwards. But yeah, thanks for joining us. We do have a Discord. The link was posted here recently. If you want to come join the Discord, hang out with some crazy people. I do co-stream to YouTube, so if you missed any of the stream or want to catch past streams, they're all cataloged there nice and neatly. And yeah. Chatters, lurkers alike, appreciate you guys hanging out with me, keeping me company, and or supporting the stream with a view. It's It's very important. Lurking. Streams are built on the back of lurkers, so you guys are wonderful. I appreciate you. That's going to do it for us tonight. You guys take care of yourselves until we do see you again. And remember, it's... I know it's not easy to be kind to yourself, but you gotta try. And also try to put some kindness out into the world. There's definitely not enough of that shit going around. But that's going to do it for us tonight. You guys have a great rest of your time zones. Hasta la pasta.